Less than a month after BJP's record-shattering victory, another litmus test for the BJP inside and a prestige battle for the Congress, the Karnataka by-elections. In the last lap of campaigning, before the April 9th bypolls in Nanjangud and Gundlupet, political stalwarts are pulling all stops. With D-Day nearing, all roads leading to the two constituencies which are likely to see a tough fight.
The two by-elections in Karnataka has turned out to be a high-voltage political slugfest between the BJP and the Congress. Even as Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is desperately trying to retain these two seats for the BJP, it is critical from two aspects. One, for Srinivas Prasad, who quit the Congress because he was dropped from the cabinet and has taken this election as a fight for his self-respect. If he doesn't win, he will fade in the political background of the BJP. For Yedyurappa, though, after the central leadership has given him the mandate to lead the party into the 2018 elections, this is some kind of a semi-finals. If he wins these two or even one, no one can question leadership of Yedyurappa in Karnataka. Today, we are on the campaign trail to follow the Lingayat face of Karnataka.
It isn't surprising then that the two stalwarts, CM Siddaramaiah and Karnataka BJP President Yedyurappa, have turned this election battleground into a very personal battle. With the mandate of the party with the BJP CM face, BS Yeddyurappa, it will be the deal breaker for him to win the trust vote of the central leadership, and he appears to be taking it as a personal challenge. This is the army of Yedyurappa assembled in the Nanjangud constituency party headquarters, waiting for the leader to give them a head start.
No sooner the Election Commission announced by-elections for Nanjangud and Gundlupet, the BJP was not far behind. It realized it didn't have a party office in the first place. So Yedyurappa moved fastly and he set up this makeshift BJP office in the heart of Nanjangud. You can see this makeshift tent which has turned out to be the BJP party office, with the party workers swarming the office in and out on a daily basis.
Yedyurappa's reach and influence amongst his party workers is clearly visible. On his critical campaign trail, our correspondent Jay Prakash got the insight from the man of the hour himself.
He was the Chief Minister of Karnataka on two occasions, but on both occasions he was shortchanged thanks to political conspiracies. Third time lucky? Well, it looks like, and no one can discount that fact, even as Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP President Amit Shah has put their money on this man. He has been given the mandate to lead the BJP in South India to power. We have with us BS Yeddyurappa ji. Sir, this is turning out to be a BS Yeddyurappa ji. Sir, this is turning out to be a high voltage elections. The entire BJP heavyweight, entire Congress cabinet is backing in these two constituencies. What is your take? What are the feelers? And what do you have to say about these elections?
You see, I have covered almost all the villages in Nanjangud Assembly constituency. I am really very much satisfied that each and every village public support is more than our expectation. Particularly this important changes, Dalit community and other communities are together, they are supporting Srinivas Prasad. That is a very big change. And 100% we are going to win minimum about 20,000 to 25,000 votes in Nanjangud.
Yesterday, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah said people of Karnataka didn't want this election, and this election is being fought because of personal issues, and when the Karnataka is going through drought, we didn't want this by-election.
Whether he wanted this by-election or not, that is immaterial. Who is responsible? such an important good person, scheduled caste leader, has been removed from the cabinet. What is the reason? Whether any mistake from his side? He was the 5 years minister in the Atalji government in Delhi, 5 times MP, and from last 3 years he was the revenue minister, and he was a very honest man. Without any reason he has been removed from the cabinet. So yes, that's why I resigned, and because we are all forced him to join our party, has joined our party, and we have forced them to, all the people of this area, they have told them to contest from BJP only. That is why it's contesting. If at all, if it is by-elections, are because of Siddaramaiah, not for anybody else.
Do you think that this is some kind of referendum or a precursor to the 2018 assembly election?
Definitely, this election, both the constituencies, about the government performance, people will judge about this. Almost 6.5 crores people are watching the result of these 2 by-elections, and I think we are going to win this election with a very big margin.
CM Siddaramaiah says that out of 160 listed in the election mandate, they have completed 150 plus, and they have worked for the people, and they are not attacking Srinivas Prasad. They are going to people with the achievements that they have done. What do you have to say about it?
What achievements? Most corrupt government, no ministers happy, and nobody is touring in the state, and severe drought situation in the Karnataka. They have not spent any amount from the government. For example, Uttar Pradesh, we have promised that we are going to give up the loan, and yesterday they have taken decision in the cabinet, up to 1 lakh they are going to pay off the loans. Whereas in Karnataka, from last so many days, almost all every day is requesting him and demanding him to at least about when we are in the power, we paid off 25,000 rupees for each farmer cooperative loan 2 times. Now he is not bothered about the drought situation. Also, he is not bothered about the waiver of loan. And also here, you please go around. What type of achievement? People are suffering like anything for the drinking water. Forget about irrigation, drinking water. Almost all gardens and the land they are burnt. And people, that's why very much angry, and they will teach them a lesson in this election.
Yedyurappa's strategy is evident with the very first stop for the day visiting the Dalit locality of Ashokapuram in Nanjangud. Yedyurappa is making sure to rope in the crucial minority vote bank, which could prove to be a game changer.
What is politicking without vote bank politics? Precisely that is why BS Yeddyurappa is in a Dalit locality in Nanjangud. In fact, he is addressing a small gathering on the birth anniversary of Babu Jagjeevan Ram with Srinivas Prasad on his side, a Dalit leader. The caste allocations will change in Karnataka, and Yedyurappa is hoping to gain ground with these new political equations.
And it's not just the people of Karnataka, but also the party's central leadership whose support Yedyurappa enjoys.
Sir, the entire central leadership is behind you. There is some kind of unity. There is some kind of energy in the BJP. And 2018 is definitely going to be a big challenge for you. How are you preparing the ground, and how confident are you?
You see, 1 year back, Amit Shah ji announced me as the president of the party, and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji also blessed me that you will be the future Chief Minister, and you must work hard. From that day onwards, from last 1 year, continuously I am touring in the state, and we already identified about 175 constituencies wherein we can win, and we are trying to find out 1 or 2 candidates, those who are winning candidates. And also remaining places also we are searching for the good candidates, and we are going to contest almost all the 224 constituencies, and we are not going to have adjustment with the seaters with any other political party. And 101% we are going to cross 150 seats in Karnataka. That is already I have covered about 150 and 60 taluks.
A lot of leaders are joining your party. Jaiprakash Hegde, SM Krishna, Srinivas Prasad. There is some kind of an exodus from the Congress and towards the BJP. Do you feel you're growing?
101%. A man like Srinivas Prasad and former Chief Minister and former Governor, former Central Minister, Central External Affairs Minister SM Krishna and Kumara Bangarappa, like that, so many persons joined our party. This strengthen our party, and those who wants to join our party, they are also thinking after these gentlemen they joined our party, and so many others also approaching us, and we are going to consult our district units, and also they will take their permission after consulting with our district units, and so many other people are also going to join our party, and they are waiting for this sitting MLAs. Because they are worried about their development of work. Maybe after 3-4 months, they may few MLAs also join our party.
The recent budget was termed as Ahinda, and Mr. Siddaramaiah also has said, I am not going to shy away from the fact that I am behind Ahinda. Is it a worrying factor for you?
Not at all. Whether this Ahinda factor is not now. From last so many years, we are seeing what is the achievement that is important. For example, I will give one example. For SC/ST in 1916-17 this year, they have spent only 45%. Remaining amount they are not spent. That number one. For irrigation projects, they has promised that in Krishna Basin is going to spend about 10,000 crores every year. He has not spent even 2-3 crores, 2,000-3,000 crores. And totally for irrigation purpose, he has not spent 8,000 crores. So whatever all the promise he has given, they are not fulfilled the promise, and people are not happy. And it is a very corrupt government. That is the feeling of the people. And we are facing a severe drought situation in Karnataka, and people are forcing them to give a waiver of loan. For that, he was not ready. For example, Uttar Pradesh, they have promised, and they have waiver of 1 lakh loan for each. They have announced yesterday. Whereas this government is not bothered about all these things, and people are angry about this, and also people are facing drinking water problem.
I was going to come to that farmer loan issue. He was saying that when you talk about 100 rupees, 80 rupees loan is from the central government and 20 rupees is from the state government. It is the central government which has to take the initiative, which is the BJP. Then he will be open to waiving of the loan.
For example, when I was the chief minister and deputy chief minister, in our government 5 years we are waived off 2 times to up to 25,000 cooperative loans. We are not depending upon central government. We are not taken even a pie from the central government, and we are waived off that loan. Like that, there is a state government responsibility to waive the loan. For example, Uttar Pradesh, they have waived off the loan up to 1 lakh. For that, central is not giving even a single pie. The state government is taken that decision. They take that burden. That is how here also Siddaramaiah, this budget is more than 1,86,000 crore. That maybe 7-8 crore, 1,000 crores is not a big thing. You don't have interest to waive off the loans.
Coming to 2018 elections, Mandya is quite crucial. Amrish has gone to the background. There is no one from the Congress. Even for the JDS, Salwarts, he is leaving the party. What is your strategy? Because Mandya is very important in the whole Mysore region.
No, I don't want to discuss anything, because not only Mandya, Ramnagara, Hassan, so many important friends are ready to join our party. I am waiting for the time. And SM Krishna, because he has joined our party, so many their well-wishers are already there approaching me. So at the appropriate time, we will take some important person to our party, so we can win in that area also some seats.
Sir, when it came to scams, there were so many ministers who resigned, who came back also, like George. The diary was quite explosive. That has actually gone to the backdrop. Are you going to pick up that as an election issue?
Because the court has given me direction not to speak about the diary. That's why I'm keeping quiet. I have given all the details long back. And people know everything about the diary. Now I don't want to discuss about the diary.
The zeal and fervour in his public rally is a signal that he is certainly playing his cards right. However, of course, the final public mandate will only be out in a few days.
He has a resilience, he has a perseverance, but he has got his own issues to deal with. The legal wrangles that he's gotten himself, and then the internal bickerings in the BJP. But given the fact that the central leadership is backing him, if he wriggles himself out of the legal wrangles and the party unites, and if the people of Karnataka gives him the mandate, there is no stopping Yedyurappa. But right now, the two by-elections, that is what he's looking at. That will show and exhibit his leadership skill if he snatches these two from the cusp of the Congress. Video journalist Satish, Jayaprakash for NewsX from Nanjangud.
Few bypolls in the past have seen such political heat as the one scheduled next week in Karnataka. Election fever has gripped the south, and Karnataka is the first to run this relay. Not just is it a warm-up to the assembly polls scheduled next year, it is also a crucial and direct battle between the BJP and the Congress. For Chief Minister and Congress's Karnataka face, Siddaramaiah, the by-elections in Nanjangud and Gundlupet constituencies is a fight to save his own territory. And he is clearly leaving no stones unturned in the last phase of campaigning.
The entire political heavyweights of Karnataka has descended on the heritage city, Mysore. In fact, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is not left far behind. He is holed up in this house of his close aide in Mysore, wherein he is discussing strategies because it's a prestigious issue. These two seats, in fact, is held by the Congress, and it is important for him to hold it back, as this is seen some kind of a semi-finals for the 2018 Assembly elections. In fact, we are here in Mysore to cover the Chief Minister as he goes on the campaign trial.
At this house, which is now converted into Congress Party headquarters, hectic activity greets us as the Chief Minister lays down party's blueprint, trying everything to maintain his stronghold in the constituencies. Especially Nanjangud, that fell vacant after Siddaramaiah's trusted aide, Srinivas Prasad, chose to part ways with the Congress.
It's by-elections for two seats, Gundlupet and Nanjangud, and Chief Minister is not taking it lightly. In fact, we are joined by the man from his home turf, Mysore. Sir, thanks for joining NewsX on this campaign trial. There is a lot riding on this election. The entire political heavyweights from BJP and Congress here. It's a precursor for the next elections 2018. What are the feelers? And you've been here for 4 days now.
See, I have been campaigning in both the constituencies. This is a by-election. Normally, every party takes it seriously. Particularly, we are in power. Congress party is in power. We also taken it very seriously. Fortunately, in both the constituencies, the voters are responding very well. I am fully confident in both the constituencies, our candidates will win with comfortable margin.
Sir, it is not a referendum, I agree, but it's a warm-up to the next election. Yedyurappa has been campaigning here for almost 3 weeks now.
See, I don't think it is a referendum. No by-election is a referendum to any general election. This is everybody knows it. But since two elections, the elections are 1 year away from these by-elections, so we have taken these two by-elections very seriously.
Some Krishna has now joined them. You a little nervous?
See, that question does not arise at all because whoever joins, I know every voter of these two constituencies. I know how they behave, and we are asking the votes on the basis of our achievements, not on the basis of the leader or anybody else.
Before I let you go, one last question. Srinivas Prasad said this is an election between self-respect and arrogance when he announced the candidature.
He claims like that. In order to polarize the voters, he is making this statement deliberately. That is not so in the election because personal agenda is not an issue in the elections. It is an election between the communalism and the secular forces. It's an election between the Congress, a secular party, and a BJP, a communal party.
Now, as he moves out of his fortress along with his supporters, we take a closer look at his poll strategy. Once amidst the voters, CM Siddaramaiah is leaving no stone unturned to retain the two seats, especially since these by-elections will be a test of his leadership. The high-voltage drama that these constituencies are witnessing is nothing but a testimony to it.
Among the two by-elections, Nanjangud and Gundlupet, Nanjangud is a prestige issue for Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. Personally so, because his close aide turned bitternoir, Srinivas Prasad. Once he was dropped from the cabinet, he went on to resign from the Congress party and jumped over to the BJP. In fact, he is the BJP candidate from Nanjangud constituency. Chief Minister has taken it as a challenge that he will win this seat for the Congress party. And right now, he is campaigning in Nanjangud.
His measures to rope in the minority communities have garnered support for him. By allocating a staggering 11,717 crore rupees in the Ahinda budget for social welfare programs, Siddaramaiah has focused on the Dalit vote bank. But the turbulent times that he is facing from within his own party might turn out to be the biggest hurdle. After the intense campaigning for the day, Siddaramaiah's army of supporters and strategists takes some time off, only to get started with the campaigning once again.
Between the heat and dust of summer, Siddaramaiah is desperately trying to hold on to the two seats, and it is a prestige issue. But he says that nobody wanted this election. I heard you say that. You didn't want this election.
Nobody wanted this election. Not me or anybody. Nobody wanted this election. It is because, within 1 year, there is a general election to the Karnataka Assembly. Who wants this election? Nobody wants this election.
Sir, tell me something. There are so many issues happening, and you have emerged as a champion of the backward classes. Something you always imbibe from us. Are you satisfied with your achievement in the last 4 years?
I am committed to social justice. I am pleading social justice to all those people who are deprived of opportunities in the society. Not only to only backward communities, or scheduled castes, or minorities. All the people who are deprived of opportunities in the society. I am pleading social justice to all these people.
The recent budget, they said it was a Ahinda budget, and you are going to go to elections with that in mind. You presented this budget.
No, some people say that it is a Ahinda budget. Some people say that it is election budget, but it is not true. See, our programs are not confined to only Ahinda people. It is to all sections of the society, who are poor, who are deprived of opportunities. See, our programs, see, particularly Annabhagya, it goes to all communities. Ksheerabhagya to all children. Ksheeradare to all milk producers. Krishi Bhagya to all farmers. We are giving laptops to the students, to all students. Nearly 1,50,000 students we are giving laptops. Those who have passed the PUC. See, it is politically motivated statements they are making. Of course, I am for social justice. I am committed to upliftment of the Ahinda people.
Sir, talking about politics, you are the last hope. You are the last hope for the Congress down the Vindhyas. Congress, Karnataka is the last post for the Congress. And there's a lot riding on you. And Modi and Amit Shah have planned Mission 150. They are swamping Karnataka. They are trying to do everything to change the political equations in Karnataka.
It is a dream of BJP people. I don't think it will be realized. It remains as a dream for them. That is why they are frustrated in this election, desperated. They are making unnecessary allegations against us, giving complaints to the election official. This shows that they have already it has come to this election campaign. They came to know that they are going to be defeated.
Sir, the central agencies are being misused. IT, ED. Now the diary was one such incident. Now, is it true or your allegation?
So it is a true. Whatever allegations we have made, they are targeting only Congress people. It clearly shows that it is a political vendetta. Why they are targeting only Congress people? That, see, there are, in BJP also, there are tax-paying people. Why they are not making any raid on BJP people? Why they are targeting only Congress people? They are misusing the official machinery for the political gain. This is quite clear.
On one hand is the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. On the other is Karnataka BJP President Yedyurappa. A political battle appears to have become a personal fight for these two stalwarts. A fight that is being closely watched. The Bypolls have high stakes not just for next year's assembly polls but also for Yedyurappa and Siddaramaiah. The stage is set as people gear up to seal their fate on the 9th of April.
Despite his unwillingness, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has to win these two by-elections, Nanjangud in particular, because there's a gauntlet thrown at him by Srinivas Prasad, and Gundlupet because of the sympathy votes. But whatever said and done, the stakes are high for the congressman as he battles and prepares for the next elections of 2018. With video journalist Satish, this is Jayaprakash reporting for NewsX from Nanjangud.